The New England Patriots keep on rolling in free agency, acquiring more assets to help out this team. Let's jump into it. My name is Aaron. You guys know on the daily Patriots content, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment below. So today what we're going to be talking about, some signings we did not talk about yesterday. Listen, I told you, I got to go hang out with my family. I want to hang out with my family, but signing here, signing there. Holy cow, by the time I posted the video, it was like, golly, do I make another one or do I wait for tomorrow? I'm a family man, so I said, hey, I'm waiting for tomorrow. But regardless, we're talking about other signings as well. With those signings, the implications they have. As well, we talk a little bit about Chris Godwin and the Patriots going after him. And then as well, Aaron Rodgers. And how the heck Aaron Rodgers and where he signs could be great. Could be great. Yes, I said great for the New England Patriots. Let's jump into it. So we see first and foremost the signing for the Patriots. Milton Williams, Carlton Davis, the third, they didn't put that on there. Harold Landry, Robert Spillane, Morgan Moses, Mack Hollins, we're going to talk about today. Josh Dobbs, we're going to talk about that today as well. Khyiris, I think I'm saying it right. I believe it is. Tonga. We're going to talk about those three gentlemen today. First and foremost, Khyiris Tonga, big boy, 6'4", 337, 340. We'll round it up. He's a big guy. Now, you look at the contract he's on, 1 year, 2.7. He's been around the league. He was a 7th-round pick back in 2021 to the Chicago Bears. I'm going to be honest with you. His numbers aren't sexy, but he is a big body. Mike Vrabel, Terrell Williams want a big body up there. Is he going to be starting? No, not a starter. But again, it's an asset. It's a piece that is beneficial for the New England Patriots, the style of defense they want to be playing. Base front, looking at that even front, they've been talking about something that Mike Vrabel really likes. And so Tonga is going to be one of those guys that is most likely going to be a huge issue to move for offensive linemen, hopefully helping other people get into the backfield, whatever it might be. Or if you like to say goal line package, get Tonga out there on the goal line package. Have mercy. He is going to raise some havoc. So Tonga, though he is coming in on just a 1-year deal, and you look at his career, yes, he's been already 3 different places, the Patriots being his 4th. Still, I think a great acquisition just because, again, Mike Vrabel is the type of guy he wants, as well Terrell Williams, and it's on the cheap, especially for getting someone who isn't a starter for that cheap. Great find, great steal. Next, Mack Hollins. Now, Mack Hollins, you remember your boy from the Buffalo Bills. Now, he is 31 years old. He's up there and originally started his career with the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, this is what I want to tell you, though. His career later on was I don't want to say resurrected, but it kind of came back when he played for the Raiders, had the weird stint with the Falcons. And you remember back in 2023, not an ideal quarterback situation for them. But then he went to the Bills. And again, was he the main guy for the Bills? No, he was not. He did have 5 touchdowns. But what is great about Mack Hollins, not only the fact is he's 6'4", so he has a big frame. Anyone who watches this channel, I like the tall wide receivers. I think it's great. But what is great about Hollins is the fact that he is very versatile as a wide receiver. He can play the outside. He can play the slot. He can run vertical routes. He can run mesh routes. He has still that athletic ability to do that at the age of 31. There's a reason he's still in the NFL. Though, again, is he the top tier wide receiver we wanted? No, we got to be honest with ourselves. He's not the guy that was number one. He was probably a plan way down the list. I'm not even going to say plan B. But it is reported, since we were talking about Hollins, that the Patriots were willing to offer Chris Godwin $30 million a year. And I believe that he ended up signing the deal he ended up signing with the Buccaneers. Oh, it's going to kill me. I just had it up a second ago. But it was not quite that much. He actually left money on the table to go back with the Buccaneers because that in his heart of hearts, that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to go back. He wanted to go back with the Patriots. He's a loyal man. I have a lot of respect for that. And so again, that's a lot of money to leave on the table. So it's not like the Patriots did not try to go after Chris Godwin. We talked about, hey, T. Higgins, he's getting franchise tag. We talked about him way too much. Everyone's DK Metcalf, and then he ends up going to the Steelers. Chris Godwin, he ends up going to stay with the Bucs, and then we look at Devontae Adams going to the Rams. But gosh, the Rams paid him a lot of money. But anyways, Mack Hollins, not getting paid a ton, 2-year deal, 8.4. But what is crazy, this is how rough this wide receiver room is. Mack Hollins comes in, and he is probably at this moment getting playing time for sure. Again, I like Pop in the slot. You got Mack Hollins in there somewhere. Kayshon Boutte, who knows what they're going to do with Kendrick Bourne, but he's definitely in that top 4 conversation right there. Now, this is good news, and we'll talk about this in a little bit, but for Polk and Baker, just because, you get a true, tried and true number 1 in there, and maybe someone else, then it's, hey, you're kind of turned into being forgotten. But that doesn't mean there still can be people picked up. That's very true. There still can be people drafted as a wide receiver, so that's true. But I do like Hollins, again, though it wasn't my number 1 pick. I'm sure it wasn't the Patriots' number 1 pick. It is still a player that's going to come into that wide receiver room and be able to help it out. Again, he's on a 2-year plan, not getting paid a lot. It's a easy fix. It's a step in the correct direction. I think that's the way that we can put it. Again, go look at some Hollins highlights. He is very versatile. I think he's going to be fun with Drake May. He did well with in Buffalo with Josh Allen. Again, he had 5 touchdowns last year. Again, 31 years old. He's going to be going on 32 this year. I think he has a lot left in the tank. I think it was a good move by the Patriots, and they got a good deal for him. So tell me what you think. Tonga, Hollins, and then what we're going to talk about another Tennessee quarterback on the roster, Joshua Dobbs. And this is just a side note for anyone who likes college football. If you've watched this, I love college football. I know a little too much about college football, NFL football, all these different things. But Joshua Dobbs, when he played college football, the amount of times people jokingly turn it into a drinking game. Every time they brought up his major in college at the University of Tennessee, Knoxville, they would say aerospace engineering. And so anytime the announcer made that, the whole joke was that people would drink to it. And it was, let's just say you were feeling pretty good at the end of the game. But he is a very intelligent guy. There's a reason he is still in the NFL. He is smart. He can pick up playbooks well. And again, you've heard me say this before. I hate the term game manager because any great quarterback should be able to manage a game. But Joshua Dobbs has shown he can go in and again, he's not a starter, but he can show he can win games and go out there and, hey, do what you're supposed to do. Do what you're supposed to do. Don't turn the ball over. He's had some good games here or there. I think it's a good move. Again, a little younger than Jacoby Brissett. I was interested. I thought they would keep Jacoby just based on the rapport that Drake May already had with him. But again, I like Joshua Dobbs. Now, the question with Joshua Dobbs becomes this, and you've asked it to yourself. I guarantee it. I've asked it to myself for sure, is what happens with Joe Milton? And my answer is, it is very possible, and it's very likely he still stays on the Patriots. It's just the fact that, hey, we can get Joshua Dobbs on the cheap. We would rather be in a situation where we're rather safe than sorry. But there is also the flip side where the Patriots are showing their hand in saying, hey, we are willing to go out and trade Joe Milton and see what we can get before the draft. I think that is a possibility. Get some draft picks, maybe get something else. Again, there are still a lot of teams in need of a quarterback. Who would be willing to take Joe Milton? Who is interested? Again, the rumor is there are teams that are interested. So the Tennessee Titans, again, the connection that he played his final collegiate career, he started at the University of Tennessee. Tennessee goes there. Who knows what happens there? Will Levis struggling The Mayo guy, not doing great. The Cleveland Browns, that's also been rumored. Who knows what happens there? And then I don't think the New York Giants, but we'll get to talking about the New York Giants in a minute. And we have spent a lot of episodes talking about Joe Milton. And again, I know there's still people on the Joe Milton train where they think he should be the starting quarterback for the New England Patriots. Again, I'm going to tell you, I don't think this should be a controversial statement, but Joe Milton is not better than Drake May. Drake May was the 3rd overall pick. He has proved that. Joe Milton, yes, he had a good preseason game, and then he played the Bills, where the Bills were kind of just like, whatever. We don't really care if we win or lose. And that's that. Again, if you've watched him in college, he is an athletic freak, but he also has shown you the reason why he was picked in the draft where he was. That doesn't mean he couldn't still develop. I would just be very surprised if he turned out anywhere. He could. And I would also love it, though, if we could trade for him and then end up getting some great picks. But that's me. Some people want to keep him. They want to die on that hill. That's fine. That is fine. But again, it is also possible that they don't even trade him. They just bring in Dobbs because they want a veteran talent in the room. Dobbs, very smart, has been around the league, been on a lot of teams. So I don't think it's a bad move at all. Now, continuing on quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. Where the heck is Aaron Rodgers going to go? Apparently, Antonio Brown, why the heck? Some people are probably like, why the heck is he talking about Antonio Brown? Antonio Brown has said, Aaron Rodgers, 2-year contract to the Steelers. You heard it from him first. So again, if that were to happen, why that would be great is, one, he's not going to the Giants. Guess who has the 3rd overall pick? The New York Football Giants. Or the Cleveland Browns. That was never rumored, but the Tennessee Titans was rumored. That is a possibility that Aaron Rodgers was going to go there. Or potentially, again, as I said, the New York Football Giants. But chances are he will not go either of those. Granted, my source is a guy who ran off MetLife Stadium, giving everyone the peace sign and taking his jersey off, his shirt off, and all that fun stuff. But again, he's come out with a lot of stuff that has been accurate when it comes to breaking news in sports. Laugh at it or not, it is a true statement when I say that. But I will tell you, if he were to go to the Steelers, that would be good for the Patriots. The reason being, again, is the 3 teams in front of them still need a quarterback. So that would mean, again, we've talked about, hey, Mack Hollins, he just got picked up. Was he our number 1 choice? No, he wasn't. No one's going to be shy about saying that. But Travis Hunter drops to number 4. And again, betting odds say that the Patriots are the most likely to draft him. There is a new wide receiver for you that is going to really help bolster this wide receiver room. And again, we're not going to need him at quarterback because you have Davis and you have Gonzalez. And then you have Marcus Jones in the slot at the nickel. But it helps with where Aaron Rodgers goes. If he goes to the Steelers, that just means one less quarterback available for one of these teams that most likely is looking to get a quarterback. So it's possible that drops down to them. Again, I still love Abdul Carter, even though we got Landry, the edge rusher. Abdul Carter is an absolute dog. I think the best prospect in this draft, regardless if it's him or Travis Hunter. I think that regardless, the Patriots are going to draft one of those two if they were to drop. Again, that is a big if. But it also shows this for the Patriots with the acquisition of Moses at right tackle. What's going to be great is the fact that, one, Mike Onwenu can play his favorite spot, which is right guard. So that right side is going to be really nice. But also the question becomes then, well, what the heck are we going to do with left tackle? So then, is it Will Campbell? Is it, the guy from Missouri? Is it Membu? Is it Calvin Banks? A lot of things still have to happen. But as we look at it right now, the Aaron Rodgers situation does affect the Patriots. in my opinion. Tell me what you think. Again, when we look at all the signings, Tonga, Hollins, Josh Dobbs, we're talking about Joe Milton, whatever, comment below. Tell me what your thoughts on the situation are. I would love to hear from you. What else are you expecting possibly in free agency or with trade or whatnot? And again, yesterday, if you watched my video, if you haven't, go back and watch it. But it was like Christmas Day. And if there's one thing I want to leave after that day in free agency is the fact that, man, do I trust Mike Vrabel. Man, because, again, Elliott Wolf, sure, he's still employed. But who's calling the shots? It's Mike Vrabel. And so love the fact that he made some big moves yesterday, bigger moves to come, and the Patriots are on the up. So on your way out, if you haven't, hit that subscribe button. You guys rock. We'll talk later. Peace.